Alright, so to get started, you're going to have to cast on. So you have 2 needles, and you're going to choose one of them to start. It doesn't matter which one, because you're only creating a tube at this point. And I'd like to point out that whether you're doing 1 sock at a time or 2 socks at a time, you always need 2 circular needles for this method. You can't do it with 1 circular needle. So don't try to do that. Let's choose the blue one. And take one of your skeins of yarn, and they always take this one lead from here, but this yarn comes from the outside of the skein. You don't want to use that one. If you try to knit from the outside of the skein, then the skein is going to roll the entire time, and it's really going to be a pain to use. So what you want to do is dig inside and find the inside lead, because then that'll serve as support. And it's usually pretty messy like this. Alright, so I have a bunch of yarn here, and I'm going to go through and find the lead. Alright, so here's the lead, and I can straighten out that lump later and tie the excess, wrap the excess yarn around the skein. So to start, there are many different ways to cast on. This is called a cable stitch cast on, and to me it's the easiest way because you don't have to figure out how long the tail needs to be. So what I'm going to do is make a slip knot, and then the first stitch I need to knit through the slip knot. So I'm going to knit through there and make it kind of loose. It's hard to do this without being able to see really well. Okay. So make it kind of loose and then put it over the needle. So after the first stitch, you are going to go between them like a slingshot almost, and knit one. Again, keep it nice and loose and slip it over and keep going. Alright, so I have about 4 stitches on there, and because this is just for demonstration, I'm going to do about 20 stitches, so 10 on a side. But again, you're going to do it based on the swatch that you create, counting the number of stitches and measuring the circumference of your foot.